Feel like you're constantly working but never really getting anything done? Our fast-paced world may be part of the problem, but what if you could make your brain more efficient? Researchers say you can. And from the constant distraction of our smartphones to the barrage of information that seems to fly at us from all different angles, experts say it's no surprise that our brains sometimes have trouble focusing. Dr. Frank McGeorge is here with a closer look at the problem and some solutions.
The average person has about 70,000 thoughts per day. That is a lot of information for our brains to process. And as a society, we are also more distracted than we've ever been. So experts say the real key to accomplishing more might be doing less. Attorney and business owner Chad West wanted to be more efficient at work.
I would go through an entire day or like sometimes even a week and not feel like I accomplished anything.
It's a common complaint in our busy world.
We're literally building an ADHD brain by jumping back and forth through our technology, too much shifting.
Dr. Sandra Bond-Chapman is the director of the Center for Brain Health. She says our brains are overloaded with information.
We are exposed to more information in a week than people in the early 1900s were in their whole lifetime.
The result can be increased levels of stress hormones, feeling unproductive, and trouble thinking deeply and staying focused.
Get home, good.
Researcher Jennifer Zients helps people learn to process information more effectively with a program called Smart Training.
Our brain wasn't built to store every single piece of information we have, so you really have to have a filtering system.
This training actually has completely changed my way of thinking.
Chad completed 4 weeks of brain training. He learned the 2, 1, and none technique. He performs the 2 most important tasks that require the highest level of thinking first.
No matter what happens in that day, I'm going to knock off those 2 things off my list.
But he focuses on only one thing at a time. He also takes a break to think about nothing for 5 minutes 5 times a day to clear his brain.
It's helped my brain come up with new ideas, creative ideas. It's helped me feel more relaxed.
Special training aside, experts say the easiest way to boost your brain power is to stop multitasking. Research suggests multitasking causes brain fatigue, and it can multiply the time it takes to complete a task by 5. By contrast, single tasking holds significant benefits.
You're going to get better brain power, better product, and you're going to be able to accomplish your task much quicker.
I consider myself to be a good multitasker. It's a critical part of being an effective ER doctor, in fact. But what about here in my other job? Well, my producer decided to turn our hidden cameras on me so I could take a look at how focused I really am at the task at hand and what tends to distract me most.
Over the course of 2 days, the camera rolled as I researched stories, wrote scripts, and talked to coworkers. A pattern quickly emerged. In an hour and a half, I looked at my cell phone 17 times. Most of the interruptions lasted less than a minute. But it was clear that persistent ping was impossible to ignore. A recent study found just hearing the sound of a text message alert increases the odds of making a mistake on a task by 23%. All of those brief interruptions add up to less productivity. Still, it seems most of us have a love-hate relationship with multitasking.
When I'm doing a lot, like I'm getting it done, but I feel a lot of stress and I just want to pull my hair out. It's not really my full potential, like I'm not giving my all when I'm multitasking, so it's kind of just getting like a half done.
Depends on your abilities. You know, some people can do things, multiple things. Some people need to focus. Depends on the task too.
I still feel like I'm getting things done even though I'm not completing a lot of tasks. So I prefer it. I like jumping around.
Now that hits on a major problem. Most of us actually like to multitask. In fact, researchers say we've conditioned ourselves where we become bored if we don't have that constant stimulation. But in terms of being more productive and making fewer errors, the research is clear. Focusing on one task at a time is better for our brains. And you can learn more about the benefits of single tasking on the health page at clickondetroit.com. Back to you.